coming up on At Your Leisure.
Hi, I'm Chad Booth, and we are going to show you some of those secret special places that aren't in the tour guides with Captain Ray and Mike at Ticaboo. Then Joe Davis has a smile on his face as he does a little jeeping with the Lone Peak four-wheelers on a beautiful trail outside of Crested Butte, Colorado. Finally, we're getting a little adrenaline pumping as we show you an in-depth look at what goes on behind the scenes at the Nitro World Games. Well, there aren't any big holes in the bottom of it. You guys keep your rentals up pretty good.
Sometimes.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Chad Booth, and we are down here at Tikaboo with two guys who are going to be extremely busy in the next couple of weeks because it's time for Rally in Bullfrog Valley, which is the last big Jamboree event of the year, and you are going to want to come down and participate in it, and there's still a small amount of space left.
We do have some space left, but it is filling up fast the closer we get to it.
Okay. Now, when people come down here and ride a Jamboree, they don't close the rest of the trails, right?
No, they don't close the trails ever. But we guide two trails, mainly for the paleontology tour and for a scenic view. But all the trails, literally hundreds of miles of trails, is accessible and open to whoever comes. And we're delighted to show you maps, show you GPS points, and help you find those trails to find a lot of the stuff you're going to see today.
Right. Now, this is stuff that won't be in a brochure. As a matter of fact, Mike didn't really actually want to share them all, and I think I had to twist the arm about to here, maybe a little harder than that actually, and he said, okay, I'll do it. So we are going to see some really interesting stuff that normally you wouldn't get to see.
Chad's right. So today we're going to see some awesome overlooks of Lake Powell itself, Ticaboo Canyon, which is made famous by Cass Height, and also just a slot canyon that's a simple walk right down behind our trading post and grill.
Okay, we're going to get the rest of the gear ready and shove off, and let's take a look at some of the things that are happening here.
Rally in Bullfrog Valley. It started in 2019, and it started because the owners, myself and my wife, we were all trying to think of a way to draw a lot of the OHV market here. So in 2019, we started the inaugural, and it's just blossomed ever since. And a lot of reasons is because of what AYL has done for us at our rally. So we met with Dr. Josh Lively at the Prehistoric Museum in Price, and we asked him, would you be willing to come out and we'll guide the machines and you guide the talks, and then we will take them around and show them all of the paleontological aspects of where we live. So he immediately was like, oh yeah, this is going to be good. A few months after that's when we started the first one. And what we do is the proceeds from the registration, half of that always goes back to the museum so that they're a very low funded museum, so they get a lot of those funds back through our rallies to help support what they do.
You know, the local governments, the county governments, have worked really hard to keep these routes open across these southern counties. And it's particularly important in reference to Lake Powell, because when I started my love affair with southern Utah, I started it by going to the lake. I wanted to boat. Well, some of those years I didn't have a boat, I still wanted to get to the lake. And I said, it's a shame you can only go to these two resorts, or three actually, if you wanted to drive into the place that used to be up in San Juan County, Navajo Flats or something like that. And there wasn't a way to get there. Now there is, with side-by-sides, great routes. Anyway, enough of that. We're on our way to our next secret place. And right now it's time for you to take a look at our first story of the night.
When it comes to Jeep rides, there seems to be no shortage of beautiful places to go. This week, we're following the Lone Peak four-wheelers on an exciting trail in Colorado.
We are on Italian Creek and Smith Creek Pass, and it has an upper and a lower. We did lower Italian Creek today.
Also known as Lower Reno Divide. There's so many Jeep trails around here, easy, moderate, and really hard. So it's it's just fun to go to a new place and check different things out.
The Lone Peak four-wheelers from Utah County. We have members from throughout the Wasatch Front, and we're just here having a good time, spending the week over here in Colorado four-wheeling.
When looking for the perfect Jeep trail, what comes to mind? Different types of terrain, obstacles, scenery, maybe even some mud. Well, this ride had it all.
I think this trail has everything. It seems like it has some nice smooth parts. It's got some historic parts. It has parts that are a little bit challenging in places, which we like to do.
We saw some snow. We went over a few rocks on the road. Okay, a lot of rocks on the road. Parts were fairly rough, but it was a good trip, and I think everyone's enjoying it. Coming up over the summits, as you come up to those summits and you see the vistas and the big basins, it's just beautiful, just gorgeous.
It's no secret that Colorado country is beautiful, and this trail shows off some impressive landscapes, and also holds a little history as well.
Well, we started out in Taylor Park, and you go up you go by campsites, and it's kind of just a dirt road, then it becomes a four-wheel drive road, then it becomes very rocky, and then we come to the old Oliver's Canyon, cabin, which is a beautiful spot. It's so beautiful there. I would come out here and stay for a summer and just live at that cabin.
It's beautiful. It's just beautiful, breathtaking.
Yeah.
So next time you're thinking of taking your Jeep or Jeep Club out for a ride, maybe you should go a little outside your normal territory.
We try and do a ride every month somewhere, and this is one that we've thrown in as an extra to come to Colorado. We usually come over here at least once a year and spend a week there in Colorado doing trails. So.
Our main goal was to trick the club. Thinking that it was a nice, easy ride all the way through, and then it got a little bit tougher, and a little bit tougher, and everybody's still smiling though, so I think we did a good job.
I'll look forward to seeing you on the next trail. For At Your Leisure, I'm Joe Davis.
Where do you start your day when there are endless opportunities to explore? In Richfield, we'll set you on the right track with the Paiute ATV Trail right on our doorstep. Head into the Tusher Mountains and taste the crisp mountain air. Explore desert landscapes that echo voices from the past. Richfield, the heart of Utah Trail Country.
Join us on AYL 24/7 with early access to commercial-free episodes, detailed trip itineraries, a look behind the scenes, group discussions and forums, profile and account customization, individual segments, and a nostalgic trip to classic episodes. We want our viewers to get the show they want to see when they want to see it. It's all the viewing you've grown to love and more. Sign up now at AYLTV.com.
Before you pack the car, Before you plan the route, make sure your vacation
Be the one you always dreamed of.
With a pre-trip visit to Tunex.
locally owned.
Regionally connected.
Tunex can get you on the road.
And keep you there.
No matter where you travel in Utah.
From timing belts to oil changes,
Transmission service or new brakes.
a towing upgrade or even a tune-up,
We have the certified technicians
to do the job right. There's a Tunex near you.
Find it at tunex.com.
It's here. Join us for the rally in Bullfrog Valley at the Ticaboo Lodge. It's an adventure that's millions of years in the making. Prizes for the most dynamite machine, guided rides, great food. Register today at northlakepowell.com.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure with Captain Ray down here at Ticaboo. Ray Golden, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
This is our secret stop number one for people who are coming down to the rally and want kind of their own free time experience. What is this place we just drove down? Because if it were any steeper grade, Rhea would have said, I'm getting out.
Yeah, we call it the ledge, and it's pretty high up, and a lot of people kind of hold their breath when they go across it. It's pretty narrow, and you don't want to take your eyes off the road when you're driving across it.
Yeah, now, you just had some friends come from back east, right?
Correct, from Ohio and Savannah.
And you showed them the ledge.
Correct.
What was their response?
At first they were like not wanting to go across it, but after they did, they wanted to do it again and again and again.
Well, they never actually got time then to go see all the other things on the list.
There's plenty of time in the day to do all of that, but you will spend some time up here once you get up here. I mean, it's only a minute from the village, and you're up here on top of the world, and then you're having so much fun you don't watch the clock, and then an hour will get by you real quick.
Okay, well, and so will the whole rally if people don't pay attention. I mean, my gosh, we're only 2 weeks out. What do they need to do to register?
They need to go to our website, www.northlakepowell.com, and just click on the rally and register right away.
So they can hang out for the barbecue and the music and the camaraderie, and they can do a trail if they want. But if they want to do free time, the routes aren't closed to individuals, right? They can go anywhere on a legal route.
They can. All these roads are open. All of our staff knows where these loops are and where these trails are, and they'll be happy to point them out to anybody. And you can also go to our website and download an itinerary that'll show you the map and tell you about where you're going to go see it.
Yeah, this is worth hanging out for a minute.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, we are going to continue with some of the secret places. We got 5 of them on our list for you to look at when you come down to the rally in Bullfrog Valley, which is what, November 4th?
3 weeks away.
3 weeks. You better get on the stick and register right now, or you're not going to have a spot. And then you can go do all this fun stuff. Well, there's a lot to see, but we got to get onto the list. So we're going to take off to our next secret spot. You go to this commercial break.
Stedman's. Ride hard, play hard.
Sometimes you just gotta play dirty, and dirt has been the Stedman's family playground for 50 years. Come jump on or into your new side-by-side, ATV or dirt bike, and make your own trail with Stedman's in Tooele, your dealer for sales, service, and accessories. Looking for road bikes or e-bikes? We have those too. Go online or come in today and see the Stedman's family and check out their incredible line from only the best: Yamaha, Honda, Polaris, and Beta.
You might think it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's only 30 miles back.
At Your Leisure has a long-standing reputation and a large, loyal audience of adventurers in the outdoors. Although we're excited to continue to grow and enjoy the shared success of our longtime sponsors, we have space for more. And if you have a brand that would benefit from the 2 decades of goodwill that we've built, contact us at AYLTV.com and let us amplify your voice above the competition.
When you're ready for adventure, fuel your machine with Clear 91. Fuel for performance, fuel for adventure, and fuel for the long haul. Ethanol-free, 91 octane. Fill up with Clear 91. Only available at Eagles Landing. With you for the long haul.
Where is Aurora, Utah? That's a good question. But here's a better one. Why should Aurora, Utah be your next destination? Some people will ask, where can I go on my next adventure? A better question is, how far can I go on my next adventure? In Aurora, the answer is as far as your gas tank will take you. Aurora, off I-70 in the heart of central Utah. Aurora, Utah, where the good old days are brand new.
Pretty impressive view, Michael, I gotta tell you.
Hard to beat.
I tell you. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are out looking at 5 spots, secret spots that you can go to, all legal routes that are outside the trails that are being covered in the Jamboree on November 4th. You really need to book, come down to the Jamboree and either play hooky for a day or stay an extra day and go out and see some of these spots because this is stunning.
Yep.
Now, you're a transplant to the area, right?
I am.
Okay. My first time on this lake was 1967.
All right.
So I'd been filling for about 4 or 5 years, and I fell in love with it then. In fact, it was the love of this lake that turned me into the love of the desert and an off-roader.
Understandable.
Because I'd come down here, go past the Henry Mountains, I'd look here, there's a trail, where's that road go? I want to know, I want to go, and I finally just had to get into it.
That's right, and that's a beautiful part about our rally as well, is if you don't want to partake in the guided trips, then you can branch out and explore some of these trails that are very less traveled that'll take you to spots like this. I mean, there's over 6 overlooks of Lake Powell, and you can leave and you can get here in about 45 minutes just from Ticaboo Lodge parking lot.
Yeah, wow, that's pretty cool. But what are some of the great things you've seen? How far up and down the lake have you explored the shores?
So on the shores, I've been as far as Smith Fork, which is just over that far ridge, and then going north, I've been down White Canyon and Red Canyon, which are out closer towards Height.
Yeah, yeah. White Canyon's an interesting little place.
It is.
When the lake is up.
That's right. And there's a lot of history, and every time the lake level changes, like you said earlier, every time the lake takes away something with high levels, it gives something back with low levels.
Lest we spend too much time talking about this one destination, let's take a minute and explore some of the beauty of the lake and the lands that surround it.
Here we are at Ticaboo Mesa, overlooking the northern part of Good Hope Bay in North Lake Powell, leading into Ticaboo Canyon, up to Ellsworth and Mount Holmes. This is a beautiful spot to come. You can get here just from the Ticaboo Lodge parking lot. It'll take you about 40 minutes or so to get here. And when a lot of people, they're going out in their UTVs and they're thinking about trails, and you think about places like Moab or places like Sand Hollow, where you got a lot of people, a lot of things going on. We haven't seen a single track out here all day, and we've come to some of the most beautiful overlooks in the entire state, if not the entire country. So if you come down to our rally and you don't want to ride every single day, there's plenty of other things to do. There's some awesome slot canyons that'll only take you a few minutes to walk to, right behind our trading post and grill. So you can take a morning or afternoon hike into the slot canyon, come out, walk right up the hill and get lunch right at the trading post and grill, and still enjoy the weekend nonetheless.
Well, enough of this reminiscing down memory lane. We got to get to the next spot. So you go to the story, Mike and I are going to take off.
The fact that everything's really fast-paced and we're just going to knock it all out within, basically half of a day, I think that's great for fans. They don't it's not a big time commitment or anything for them. They can come out and they can see everything within a couple hours.
I'm really enjoying, the progression of everything, the ramps, the landings, all the riders. The riders are stepping it up big time every year, so it's pretty cool to witness it and be a part of it.
Oh yeah, I love Pastrana. We've been following Nitro Circus forever. A lot of those boys are from up in Kaysville, up by us, so love it.
And part of Nitro Circus is why I want to do motocross, because I've got four-wheelers in Texas and we've got tons of man-made tracks out there.
This is the first time I've seen it, but man, it's cool. It's been a blast though. We've been here all day, so.
Yeah. So far, the best freestyle tricks have been my favorite part.
Oh yeah, the Captain Morgan, that was awesome. Yeah, when he did the Captain Morgan, that was cool. Really cool.
He just like leaned up and looked back at the crowd. It was awesome.
It's so rad to see, you know, more disciplines coming into Nitro World Games. This year there's flat track racing, the rally cross, FMX, best trick, and then quarter pipe also. It's just cool to see, you know, what people can do on you know, 4 different disciplines. It's just rad to see. It's just, you know, in the middle of nowhere, kind of surrounded by mountains. It's beautiful scenery. Makes for a great, you know, video, photo shoot. But yeah, it's cool and I'm definitely enjoying it.
I highly recommend this to all families. This is a real great outdoors thing for the families to get to play with motocross and rally cars and for a lot of adrenaline rush. I'm going to be worn out by the end of this trip.
It's fun and it's cool. When they're like going off the jump and then doing like backflips and stuff.
So I think this ramp it's about 6 feet taller than our regular comp ramps that we use, which is almost double the size of our regular comp ramps. And it's far, far steeper. So, you know, you have the higher consequence with being nearly twice as high in the air, but you have a lot less, I don't even know what you have. You're a lot lighter in the air, so it just allows you to a little more freedom away from the bike.
I have an adventure bike, and I bought him a little dirt bike because I need a riding buddy. So I'm hoping he's learning so he can make Dad a bunch of money.
The first thing you notice is the colors. Blue sky contrasting against red horizon, blending Utah. The world goes on forever out here. There's nothing stopping you. In Blanding, you can ride right from downtown on Recapture Rim Trail, discovering the heritage of the West without limits or boundaries. Don't be held back. Join us in a land of true freedom. Blanding, more to be explored.
Wondering where your next OHV adventure will take you? Outsiders Utah has your answer with downloadable GPS routes, ride times, distance, local amenities, and other details. 360 street views of the trails that let you explore before you go, and more. Eliminate the guesswork and uncertainty and find a trail you'll love. Visit outsidersutah.com and see the trail before you ride the trail.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
Join us for the rally in Bullfrog Valley at the Ticaboo Lodge. It's an adventure that's millions of years in the making. Prizes for the most dynamite machine, guided rides, great food. Register today at northlakepowell.com.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. You know, this is the part of the show, it's getting a little close to the end, where we have to kind of say all of our thank yous. So I want to start with a thank you to Garfield County Tourism for their assistance to Tikaboo and North Lake Powell for putting on this great rally each November. It just gets better every year. and they couldn't do it without their help. So thank you to them. Now, on behalf of me, I want to thank Garfield County and for just keeping this road open, because they've done a lot of work at making sure trails don't get closed off in travel management plans. And you know who else should thank them? San Juan County, Kane County, Cocochino County in Arizona. They should all thank them for this road and this route.
Yeah, and reasons they should be thankful for this route is because just from this spot we're standing here, you can see the La Salles over the distance towards Big Ridge, and then over this way you could actually see Bears Ears National Monument. And then if you pan over this way, over Lake Powell, you see a grand staircase.
Yep, the steps starting
just
down.
in Kane County there. And then if you might be able to catch it, just over this southern ridge is Navajo Mountain, which is part of
Cocochino and San Juan.
Cocochino and San Juan County. So you got the whole 360 all from this one spot.
Yeah, this is a pretty neat place. A little hairy to get here, but not bad. Not bad. Yep. All right, here's the part of the show where we do the other fun stuff, like get you all excited about what's coming up next week.
Next week, we find out that Scott Huntsman can't quit joining things. This time it's Jeep Clubs. And he's introducing you to some Utah's great Jeep trails as they go on a great ride through Israel Canyon. Then, Reese and Marianne Stein are showing off a great area that's usually a mecca for skiers and snowboarders, but this time of year becomes a great fall getaway to watch the leaves turn color. Now, let's take a look at our contest winner. This week's contest winner was submitted to us on social media by Larry McLeod, and it looks like Larry is the lucky winner of an outdoor stove from Camp Chef. Camp Chef offers the best way to get your cooking done in the great outdoors. Visit campchef.com for more information. Congratulations, Larry, and be sure to call us on Monday at 801-947-8888 to claim your prize. Now let's take a look at other calendar of events. This is an important one. October 26th, 6:30 p.m. at Bryce Valley High School in Tropic, the Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument is holding an information meeting on the Resource Management Plan. Part of that plan will significantly affect your ability to travel in the monument. They need your support. Time and date information are below. And finally, it's time to sign up again for the Halloween Howl down in Marysville, October 28th.
Well, next week's show looks great, but if I had to pick in a couple of weeks, I would be here at the rally in Bullfrog Valley. Ray, once again, how do they sign up for this?
Go to our website, northlakepowell.com, click on Adventure, click on Rally, register.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have a heck of a party. There's going to be good food on hand you can buy, and there's going to be a world famous ATV off-road OHV traveler who also just happens to be a DJ running the tunes, and you can ask him about all these secret places.
Yes, his name's Shannon Bushman. He'll be here, and we'll get him to point out quite a bit of stuff for everybody. He's been on a lot of these trails.
Yeah, he's our official mapper for OutsidersUtah.com. So as I always say, just remember, there is adventure around every bend.
And Chad, all you got to do is come to Ticaboo and find your own trail and find your own adventure.
At your leisure. All right, now we're going to get off the top of this cliff. You remember the route?
It's downhill.